here on question number 7. You're good on time. The question is, or it's an agree or disagree statement. Agree or disagree with the following statement: evolution is just a theory. And that is, Mr. Hussain is going to answer that 1 minute and the 30-second rebuttals. Mr. Hussain.
When we use the word theory in everyday parlance, I have a theory on why both of these gentlemen here are wearing red. That's not a scientific theory. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, the scientific explanation of what a theory is a plausible or scientifically acceptable general principle or body of principles offered to explain a phenomena, the wave theory of light. And evolution is definitely a theory. It has vast amounts of evidence. If we consider, say, 10 scientific papers, 1 page, I would have 150 scientific papers on the desk. These are the papers that evolution has. I'm not going to carry the rest of them, but it's over 244,000 scientific papers amassed over 150 years. I think it's a solid theory.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hussain. Mr. Fisher, 1 minute.
It's clear a lot of people have written about evolution. That doesn't look like necessarily evidence that evolution is a good theory. It's a theory. He defined theory as basically coming up with a system that explains the natural phenomena around us. And then you begin looking for things in nature that either contradict or work with and are congruent with that theory. I think with evolution, the cart comes before the horse, and you say, I have this idea of evolution. Let me see if I can prove it with the things that I find out there. And we make them fit into the evolutionary spectrum. Folks who say that intelligent design is a theory, it's not really a very complicated theory, if it's a theory, and yet they do look at evidence in nature and say, this is evidence for intelligent design. They're looking at the same evidence, they interpret it differently. Evolution is a much more robust theory, and it is a theory. And theory is a stronger word than, as we said before, a guess. Or it's not just a theory, it's a pretty well-developed theory. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's just a theory. But again, theories change. They're fallible. So.
Okay, Mr. Hussain.
Yeah, well, going along with the idea of what a theory is, and just establishing that it's solid. It's obviously not infallible, as we already discussed. But let's take a look at some other theories that we have now. If you go to a major in physics at any place, at any university, you're going to have to take a course called atomic theory. Does that mean we're not too sure about atoms? Is there something iffy about them? No. The reason it's called atomic theory is because we have various facts, various observations that we have, and they form a coherent explanation that we call atomic theory.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Fisher, 30 seconds.
Yeah. I don't know that I have anything to add to that other than, atomic theory can easily be tested in a lab and can easily be seen through chemical reactions that you can do as a high school student or a middle school student over and over again and are verifiable and repeatable. You really can't do that with evolution. Evolutionists will say you can, but I've yet to actually hear something from an evolutionist that I thought qualified as repeatable experiments that really demonstrate the entire theory of evolution. And so I think that they're very different. They're apples and oranges.